Barcelona's night air was thick with expectation. Fans in black and pink swarmed the streets, turning every alleyway near the Olympic Stadium into a river of light sticks, handmade banners, and the hum of voices chanting one name, Lisa Manoban. The Blackpink Deadline tour had already electrified Milan just weeks before, but tonight was different. Tonight, it wasn't just a concert. It was a collision of worlds. Somewhere in this city, where football legends are born and dreams run wild, whispers were already swirling. Would the energy of Barcelona's own rising star, Lamine Yamal, somehow find its way into this moment? No one could say for sure. But everyone felt the electricity in the air. The venue itself was a masterpiece under the Catalan sky, its massive stage draped in LED panels waiting to explode with color. Lisa's fans knew her entrances weren't just about music. They were events, crafted to hook every pair of eyes in the room and beyond. The first clip that would hit the internet tonight could ripple across continents within minutes. Fans held their phones steady, ready to capture history. And somewhere in the noise, the idea lingered. What if Barcelona's brightest young athlete decided to show up, even if just for a moment, to share the spotlight? Lisa's connection with her audience isn't accidental. It's the product of years of brand building, a mastery of visual storytelling, and an almost surgical understanding of how moments become movements. Every outfit, every camera glance, every pause between beats, they're all investments into her global brand value. Tonight's rumored Ferrari red stage look wasn't chosen for style alone. It was a visual asset, engineered to spark conversation, inspire memes, and plant itself into the cultural memory of 2025. The same marketing principles that luxury brands like Louis Vuitton and Bulgari use to dominate the fashion industry are deeply woven into Lisa's stage strategy. The opening beat hit like a pulse. Crowd's scream rolled over the stage like a tidal wave, and then there she was, Lisa, stepping into the light, eyes locked forward as if she could see every single face in the crowd. Her movement had precision. Each turn, each flick of her hair was choreography wrapped in charisma. In those first 30 seconds, she wasn't just performing. She was executing a masterclass in personal branding, turning raw energy into an experience her audience would replay in their minds for years. Midway through the set, the atmosphere shifted. The lights dipped into deep crimson, bass lines vibrating through the floor. The screens behind Lisa flashed Barcelona's skyline in stylized motion graphics, blending the city's culture with Blackpink's high-octane aesthetic. In the middle of this digital panorama, eagle-eyed fans swore they caught a quick silhouette, not of a dancer but of a footballer in full stride. Was it a nod to Lamine Yamal? Intentional or not, the crowd roared at the connection, feeding the mystery. This was the mid-video charge, the moment that pulled even casual viewers deeper into the narrative. Lisa Blackpink didn't address it directly. That's the magic. By leaving space for curiosity, she let the audience do the work of speculation, sharing theories on social media, tagging friends, and flooding comment sections with guesses. In an age where attention is the most valuable currency, the smartest move isn't always to answer, it's to leave a question hanging. This is the same psychological playbook that makes brands trend without buying a single ad. An explosive blend of dance break and live rap, Lisa's voice cutting through the night like it was aimed straight at every fan's heart. The staging elevated her above the crowd, literally and figuratively, framed by pyrotechnics that painted the stadium gold. That height, looking out over tens of thousands of glowing lights, the scale of her influence was impossible to ignore. And somewhere in the VIP section there was movement. Cameras turned. People whispered. Some swore they saw Lamine Yamal himself. Others claimed it was just the illusion of the lights. Either way, the rumor had already taken root, ready to travel faster than any official post. When the final song faded and the lights dimmed, Lisa didn't rush off stage. She lingered, waving slowly, smiling, absorbing the energy she had built over the night. This wasn't just a goodbye, it was a final frame, one last image for the world to remember until the next tour stop. Fans in the front rows were already crying, clutching their phones like treasure. And beyond the stadium, Barcelona's nightlife kept humming, conversations about the show spilling into bars, taxis, and online timelines. It's here that the true genius of nights like this reveals itself. Concert isn't just 2 hours of music. It's a content engine. Every photo, every shaky fan video, every rumor about a celebrity cameo becomes a marketing asset that fuels the next wave of attention. Whether or not Lamine Yamal actually shared the spotlight tonight doesn't even matter. The story is already bigger than the truth. Lisa understands this game better than most global icons. She's not just performing, she's architecting moments that can't be scrolled past. And somewhere in the shadows of Barcelona's electric night, the speculation keeps feeding itself. A few blurry shots start circulating on fan accounts. Is that Lamine Yamal backstage? Or maybe it's just a lookalike. Nobody can confirm, but nobody wants to dismiss the possibility either. This is where Lisa's mastery of visual storytelling collides with the local heartbeat of the city. She doesn't even need to say a word. The outfit, the lighting, the carefully timed poses do all the talking. People don't realize it, but these moments are layered like a luxury campaign rollout. There's the immediate thrill for fans in the arena, the screams, the chorus sing-alongs, the wave of light sticks. Then there's the second audience, the millions online who are consuming the show in fragments, each clip polished, reposted, and reframed to spark conversation. And finally, there's the strategic tier, the one that quietly pushes Lisa's personal brand value higher, aligning her image with aspirational lifestyle cues. In that sense, Lamine Yamal isn't just a potential guest. He's a symbol. He represents Barcelona's youth, ambition, and dominance in a completely different arena, football. Just the idea of those two worlds brushing against each other sets off a chain reaction of fan theories and crossover content. If you're Lisa, you know that simply letting that rumor live is as valuable as an actual onstage cameo. The business layer here is almost invisible to the casual viewer, but it's the part that makes this night so much more than entertainment. Every high-resolution photo from the Milan leg, every designer label she wears in Barcelona, every viral social media snippet, it all compounds into a brand narrative that could be worth millions in earned media. Companies pay absurd amounts for this kind of attention, but Lisa generates it naturally, without needing a marketing department to force it. You realize that you're not just watching a performance, you're watching a masterclass in cultural positioning. Lisa isn't chasing trends, she's setting them, bending them to her will, and weaving them into the story people will retell for days, maybe weeks. By the time the final encore wraps and the lights fade, the music will stop, but the content storm will only just be starting. And somewhere, whether he was really there or not, Lamine Yamal's name will still be echoing through the fan chatter, tethered forever to this chapter of the Blackpink Deadline Tour 2025. And for those who weren't in Barcelona, the FOMO is real. They'll see the clips, they'll hear the whispers, and they'll wonder what it felt like to be there. That's the pull. That's the reason every seat is sold out months in advance. Lisa Manoban isn't chasing trends. She's setting them, one city at a time, turning every stop of the Deadline Tour into a cultural event that even non-fans can't ignore. So if you're watching this from your screen right now, you're part of that wave. Don't just let it pass you by. Stay in it, share it, talk about it. Tonight was Barcelona's chapter in a much bigger story, and the next one is already on the horizon. Because when Lisa steps onto a stage, it's never just music. It's a power play, and you'll want a front row seat to every move. Watch now before the moment fades. The energy, the mystery, the strategy. It's all here, waiting to be replayed. Hit like, drop your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss the next turn in this global takeover.